Guava, everybody. How you doing? Lead Farmer 73 here. Is it still morning? Good morning. For the next few minutes, I want to say hi to everybody. If you come in the room, you can give me a thumbs up if you can see me, and you can give me two thumbs up if you can see me and hear me. When you come into the room, if you can see me, give me a thumbs up. If you can see me and hear me, give me two thumbs up. Pretty please. Hey, my Renaissance grandma, you always up. It don't matter what time of day or night. It's good to have you here though. Hey, Timothy, my screen is really dim. Hold on a second. Oh, it's all the way up. Okay, it's probably because of the sun. Thank you, everybody. Let me see who's in here. That didn't help. I can't see nobody. Sabrina, Soil Sister, how you doing, Soil Sister? It's good to see you. Greg Jones, Bad Dog Customs, One of the Few, Kitten Black, Renee, Von Wheel, Tabby, Calvin C. Jr., Essential Jewels, Marigold. I can't pronounce your name, Barry. Bronze Flat Power, how you doing? Some of these names, y'all. Von Wheel, Axe, Seek, Love. Okay. E.G. Morgan Myers, Roz Marie, how you doing, Roz? Yoli, how you doing? Letitia Smith. Okay. Thank you, everybody, for coming in. Today, I'm doing this because I'm not even sure how I'm going to begin, to be honest with you. I had to start over. I'm starting everything over. I'm hitting the reset button. And it's on everything. And it's for a billion different reasons. I'm starting over here on the land from scratch. Everything, all my plans has just shifted. I'm starting over with everything. And I think everybody right now is pretty much starting over after the election. We was all heightened up for so far. And then, the election happened. Election day was kind of like a reset button for everybody. Whether your candidate won or lost, it don't matter. It was a reset button pushed on everybody. So here on Freedom Acres, I hit the reset button. And as you can see here, you see all my furniture in the field. It's not too much furniture in the house right now. Ooh, that sun is bailing. Let me see. It's not too much furniture in the house. So today, I kind of was like, I had to take everything out. I had to take out everything and do it right. Now, let me break this down to you. When I first had this shed put here, I hired some jackleg that didn't do it right. And instead of me complaining to the company that did the work, I just said, I don't ever want to hire you again, and I'm going to make sure everybody in the world knows who you are. I'll never hire you again. And if anybody ever asks me, who set your shed up, I'm going to make sure that they don't come to you. I promise you that. And here's the reason why. I'm a man and I'm a firm believer in you don't tell another man how to do his job. You make suggestions if he say, hey, what do you think? Until he got that look in his eye like he ain't sure what he want to do, shut up. Okay, my father always told me a man don't tell another man how to do his job. You get your lights punched out like that, right? So I don't tell another man. If a plumber come in my house, even though I know how to do plumbing work, I don't tell that plumber how to do his job. Electrician carpenter, whatever your job is, mechanic, I know how to do all of that work. But I'm not gonna say, hey man, I don't think you're doing that right. You'll get your either your lights punched out, your teeth punched out, or they gonna jack your whole system up. So I didn't tell the first guy how to set my shed up. And when I tell you it was leaning so bad, he didn't level it. And I knew it wasn't right. I knew that this ain't level. I got a good eyeball. I got bad eyes, but I can eyeball anything. I can eyeball distance. I can eyeball, you know, how measuring. And I knew this was off. So when I finally closed my door and went inside, you pour a glass of water and you could only pour the glass of water half full because the damn house was leaning so far that if you fill the glass up, it'd be done spilt out if you set it down on the table. So I didn't say nothing, and I didn't say nothing because this has been a real rough time for everybody with all the tension of hatred, racism, and everything else, political tension, and I didn't want to start no stuff, especially that I had to have this guy come back here and do this because now he know where I am, right? I don't want to start no mess. I'm going to play my game a little bit slicker than that. Did it cost me more money to have it done right? Yes, it did. But it's done right. So hitting the reset button, y'all, don't do anything half-cocked from this point on. I mean nothing. Whatever you do, whatever your plans are, if you plan on purchasing land, if you plan on purchasing a house, if you plan on purchasing a car, this is not the era. This is not the time to half-ass do nothing. I mean it. If you trying to save $20 and $30, if you trying to save $100 or $200, man, stop it. This ain't the time for that. Go on, pay the money and hire a professional to do the job unbiasedly. So right now I had to take all of the furniture out of my shed so the guy could, a new guy come, shift it the way I said I wanted it, and then level it properly. And when I tell you he did that lickety split quick, he knew what he was doing. He didn't need me to go, can you go back there and spot me, and can you give me a thumbs up if you, can you, nah, I didn't have to tell this man nothing. He came back here and asked me how did I want it, where did I want it, how far, everything. I didn't have to ask him what level, I didn't have to tell him what level or nothing. I showed him where I wanted it and I marked it off for him, and I wanted it straight this way. Boom, bam, boom. And instead of unloading his tractor, he said, he got off his tractor and said, I want you to come and look at it. And he said, I want you to go around your whole land and look and see how that's how you want it, because I told him how I wanted it. So I walked all the way them acres down there to look, over there them acres to look, all the way back to look. Perfect. That's when he started leveling the place. Once he got it set the way I wanted it, and I was happy with that, then he started leveling my shed. That's how it works. This other guy was leveling and tweaking and twisting and didn't never ask me nothing, and I'm just sitting there just wringing my head like, what is he doing? Again, my father said never tell a man how to do his damn job, and I didn't, okay? I didn't, and I paid for that because I knew right off the bat he was an idiot. I seen it. I seen it in his eyes. When the first guy brought the shed over on this side of my land, you know what he did? He was on the phone, and he had baby mama drama, or his wife, the kids got kicked out of school, their lights got cut out. I don't know what the hell they was fighting about on the phone. He wouldn't put that phone down. He on that little tractor and moving the shed with the man ain't even got no earbuds to go in his ear. He doing one of the old school shoulder to the ear with an iPhone and trying to move this rig. I'm like, what the hell is you doing? Listen, I paid for that one. I ate that. So, long story short, I'm completely starting over, and I'm glad I'm starting over because I had to remove all of this stuff out of here, and now I'm going to show you guys how I'm going to set this solar up. I'm going to set it up with you. This is my temporary, permanent solar fix, because what I'm going to show you is how I'm going to put my solar back on. I only got 400 watt panels right now. And I'm going to show you how I've been running my solar, but then I'm going to show you the permanent way. I'm going to run the permanent way through the electrical box, through the fuse box, and out. Now I'm going to show you a couple of things that, what's my plans, okay? Because I couldn't tell you my whole plans because they didn't make sense if the place ain't level. Let me show you real quick. Okay, now look at that leveling right there. You see my land go down into this slope? If you go all the way through them trees right there, that's where I got water. A whole stream is down there, right? So I did this on purpose. So I wanted it to be close to water. Now you see, it's only one brick up front, one little 4-inch block. As you move back, 2 4-inch blocks. Then you got basically 3 because you got a cinder block and a 4-inch block. So that's 3, that's 12 inches. You keep on going and you end up with 2 cinder blocks on the back and a 4-inch block. You see what I'm saying? The other dude didn't do that. So my whole shed looked like it was about to take off into outer space like this. So when I'm in there sleep, it feel like I'm in a damn oxygen chamber like Michael Jackson, you know, trying to stay young or something. So the dude came out today, a new guy, and fixed all my woes, and he did it laying on beds of red fire ants. I don't know how he did it, but he did that. So this is what I'm going to show you. This is important, so bear with me. I'm going to stand here so you can see this green post. Look. Can you see this green post right here? Can everybody see that? You can see that green post. Okay, that's 8 feet out. The reason I needed this all level is because I'm going to run an overhang off of this house. Run an overhang 8 foot out and extend this roof, this metal roof, and put solar panels on the roof. Because I don't want solar panels on the roof of my my relaxing quarters, because I don't want no leaks. If I got leaks on just an overhang, I don't even care. So that way I'll be getting solar 24/7 and I won't have no worries about leaks, my roof leaking or anything. And then with it being 8 feet out, I can still store things under there. Now I'm gonna show you something else. Okay. On the back end of the shed, I'm gonna show you this. See that? Okay, yeah. Okay, so you'll be able to see this. On the back end of the shed, I want it's gonna be 4 by 8. A 4 by 8 room. And what that's gonna be is my power room. It's gonna be a powerhouse. So that's where I'm gonna keep my solar generators and keep all of the power and the smart dual fuel gas generators, everything gonna be out here off to the back, going down through the breezeway. That way, none of my solar equipment is taking up space inside of the shed itself. Now, all of this, what I'm showing you right here, will be all like, this will be the awning under here where I can store stuff so it don't get wet. So it's going to be kind of like a carport in a way, but for whatever you want to use it for. Okay, I'm just showing you how I plan on doing it. So that end, 4 foot of that back end is going to be a powerhouse just for my power. So I won't have no worries. And the solar panels on the top of this piece is going to go right down into that powerhouse, feed those generators that feeds this shed power all day. I'm going to do the same thing on this side. I got another post here, 8 feet out, and I'm going to run that awning 8 feet out. More storage. That way I don't have to keep a whole bunch of crap out in the opens where it look like it's terrible. Like, okay, you see my buckets right here? Those is water buckets and plant buckets that I had plants and stuff in. That stuff can be somewhere without being seen and look like humane. So when I said I'm starting over, I think the last of my chickens got. I seen her the other day, and now him, I had a rooster and 2 hens, and I ain't seen them in a couple days, so I'm pretty sure they're gone. I don't know about the rooster, but I know the hens are gone. I see their feathers all over the place. Starting over with my chicken coop. My bees are just incredible. I don't know what they doing in there, but they don't need no help. So the bees don't need to be reset. My garden, I'm gonna reset my garden and get it before winter come. Get something planted in these bins, and then hire somebody to come and till up my garden. I got plans in my head that now I have been waiting for everything until I can get this place leveled. My plan's been waiting for me to get the shed on this side of the land, get it leveled, and then begin. So here's the other thing. I'm gonna set this solar up right now, really. But here's the sweet part. I got that wood stove, and I think I need to get the wood stove inside of the shed. That I just need to get it in there for now. I don't need to set it up and put it on no mason bricks or nothing. Right now, I just need to get it in there. So this is what we're gonna do. I got half of the stuff I took out of the shed on my trailer, and the other half is on the lawn. So we're gonna come in here and I'm gonna answer some questions. I'm gonna answer some questions, and then y'all can go with me to get to work, okay? Yeah, come on. Cause I can't see nothing out here. That's much better. Come on. You see the curtains and all the blinds is up. And here's another one too. You see I took all of this out, my kitchen little setup, because this is where the wood stove gonna go, right here. Right there. I don't got no tables or nothing. All right. All right, let's answer some questions, and then I'm gonna start to get busy. If y'all want to hang out for that, great. And then cause I got a lot to do today. I even might have to make it go to Atlanta today, depending on if this person got what I need. I need to go to Atlanta. All right, questions. Say sorry, lad, about crazy about my chickens. I scare stuff away with gunfire. Yeah, you can't just be shooting, man. Don't. I'm gonna take that now. Don't be just doing that, scaring stuff away with gunfire. You go to prison for that. You just can't be out there. I don't care if you're on rural land or not. You can't be out there busting all willy nilly, man. And that might hit somebody over a chicken. It's not worth it. A prison sentence or hitting somebody with uh, stray fire because you don't want something to eat a chicken. Don't do that. I wouldn't advise that. Okay. Let your chicken go if it end up being that way. If you can't see a target, don't go and see what's beyond it. Don't go firing on that. Sometimes I've seen things eat my chicken, and I know good and well it gotta happen because I'm not in a position where I can dispatch that creature without worrying about what's beyond it through them trees. Even though I'm in the middle of nowhere and I got a lot of trees buffering my whole land, I still got neighbors. And with my dumb luck, that one bullet, that one time, million time in a million, will hit something or somebody that it ain't supposed to. And then I just don't take that chance. I'm looking for questions. Hey, Missy Hawk, how you doing? It's good to see you, my sister. Okay. So, no questions? No questions at all? What kind of insulation is in here? I don't know. My son-in-law put it up. I don't even know. How can you protect chickens with no fence? It's the reason I don't have any. Um, I have chickens. I've had chickens now with no fence for 2 years, and just the very last of them is gone. Chickens can protect themselves. If you don't, let me see. Let me see. That's why you don't have any. Yeah, I don't know about your area. I don't know about your situation, but if you keep chickens caged in too long, they start doing weird stuff like people. I don't like keeping them caged in like that. Oh, fun fact. Fun fact. Full body Joe. Get this. I thought this was a 12 by 24. Remember, my daughter and my wife purchased this, right? With my money. My daughter and my wife purchased this. So I didn't have any say so on this at all. I didn't pick the color, I didn't pick the size, I didn't pick anything, okay? So I never really knew or cared because this was supposed to be for my daughter. So and it was like whatever. Do you know today the guy said, "Hey, this ain't no 12 by 24." I said, "Yeah, it is." He said, "No, it's not." He eyeballing it. And he said, "This is at least a 12 by 28." And he said, "I'm gonna say it's even a 12 by 30 with the porch. This is too big to be a 12 by 24." I said, "No, man, it's only," he said, "Nah, I'm telling you." And then I really stopped and started looking at it because I never stopped and looked at it. This is a 12 by 32 with the porch, mind you. The storage area is 12 by 28, then a 4-foot porch. I couldn't believe it. I could not believe that. That blew my mind. I literally pulled out my measuring wheel and started from the front, rolled it to the back, 32 feet. Who knew? Let me see. What type of fruit trees have you recently planted? None. What kind of animals are eating your chickens? The kind that love chickens. Question: how did you insulate? I didn't. My son in law did. Do you have to build the code? This is a shed. I don't live in here. Codes are for living spaces. I do not live here. I don't plan on living inside of this. This is just my workshop. What are you planning to do? All kind of stuff. What can you do to prepare with my five? What can I do to prepare with my five cats when the crap hits the fan? I am getting a shed. What can you do to prepare with your five cats? You might want to ask them. I think they'll give you a better answer than I could. I don't have cats. I've never had cats. I don't know anything about cats. Preparing with five cats? I don't have a legal answer for that. Or I just don't have no answer for that. I don't even know what cats eat. Mice. Pack up a bag of mice or something. I don't know. I don't what? See, that's what I be getting for asking. Like, y'all got any questions? Yeah, they got questions for your ass, all right. Okay, let's keep it moving. I don't know how to prepare for no cats. Anyway, uh I just don't get it. You mentioned having someone till your garden area. Have you considered creating a no-till garden? I've done that already. I've done that already, and I'll never do that again. That's a good question though. When you talk about a no-till garden like the Woodchip Garden, I will never bring wood chips to my land ever again. Ever. Some weirdo wood chips. Never, ever, never, ever do that again. Ever. I brought so many invasive species to my house that I can't get rid of to this very day. That's why I got poison ivy all over my house now. I will never do that again. Any particular brand of heirloom seeds better than the other? What do you mean by heirloom? What? Brand of heirloom seeds? I don't know. You just gonna have to find that one out. What's your favorite brand of heirloom seeds? I don't even be caring if stuff say heirloom or not. That's not my thing. Yeah, if you have those wood chips hauled into your house, you don't know why those trees were taken down. You don't know if those trees were dead, rotten, disease, beetles, and when they take them trees down and throw them in that doggone hopper and grind them up into wood chips, they got poison ivy on them, poison oak. They got all that stuff on them, and they go in that wood chipper, chip all that stuff up, and when they bring them to your land, all you just did was plant thousands of seeds of poison oak, poison ivy, poison this, poison that, weird vines. That's all you did, and I'll never be able to get rid of it off that land, unfortunately. Should I bring my key lime tree inside for winter or just cover it? You're an 8B. Bring it inside because limes don't like any cold. Any. I don't know of one lime that can take a little bit of cold. If you don't agree with me on what you just asked me, if you don't agree with me, why you ask? You just told on yourself. Why would you ask if you don't agree with me? You asked a question because you don't know. Just you go. You the first to the cornfield today. You just won your trophy. You the first in the cornfield. I got tired of talking to you. I'm trying to keep a level head, and you know something. Remember, I used to say these be bots in the chat. Now listen, now stay close with me because I ain't gonna go down that alley I was on the other day, but I'm gonna tip my toe down there for a hot second, okay? Remember, I'm always talking about bots, trolls, bots. This ain't a real person. You know how I'm always saying that? After the election, these is real people. These is real people that be in here and you think they robots because they ain't got no page or something and they say something just outlandishly damn ridiculous. You think it's a robot, you think it's AI. I think we're giving AI and bots too much credit. These are real people talking like this, and I'm pretty sure of it now. Listen to me. After this last couple weeks, these are people, man, talking this crazy. These ain't no bots. These are people that ain't all together there. I done me talking about AI and bots is coming to get us. Bah. I used to be worried about that, right? I used to be. Not no more. I'm not worried about AI and I'm not worried about bots no more. After I found out the other day that these are real people that's talking and thinking like this, I ain't giving no more credit to AI, or we ain't moved. I don't think we've advanced that far yet. Okay. They say it takes all kinds to do what? It takes all kinds to do what? That saying, we can throw that saying away too. I remember that's a good old saying. Well, it takes all kind to make a mm. It don't. No, it don't. We be being too kind. Um, to make the world go round. Mm-mm. Okay, so let me get busy. Let me see. We in 30 minutes. Okay. Let me go ahead and get to work. That's what I think I do. Um, Say please take care and don't overwork yourself. I won't. Let me again restart. Simply me journey say I lost my whole garden due to flooding. Do you enjoy beekeeping? Country hustle packed like the Players Club or the Blue Flame back in the 90s. So ain't nothing to talk about, y'all. I thought I was gonna come in here and I want to take y'all. Okay, let me start this over. I want to take y'all on this journey. I want to show you what I'm doing, and then at the same time, I don't know if you want to see what I'm doing to be entertained, uh, or are you really trying to learn something? Say, have you ever experienced burnout with this lifestyle? What lifestyle are you speaking of? Welcome to the Jones. What burnout are you speaking of? That's an interesting question. Thank you, Hyper Ghost Guns. Thank you, my brother. Appreciate you, man. Okay, I got it. I will, Myra McLean. I got plenty of water right behind this camera. Thank you, HM Queen. It was a question that I wanted to answer. Homesteading. Have I gotten burnt out homesteading? No. Because let me put it to you like this. Let me put it to you like this. If you don't want to work hard, and if you don't want to stay busy, homesteading is not a good idea for you. You When you first start homesteading, period, whatever you do, gardening or whatever it is, it has to be a passion. It can't be something that you just thought was cute that you saw on social media. This is not what I'm gonna tell you this. I think people got TikTok dances mixed up with homesteading. This isn't a 30-second video and then you learn how to, the latest craze dance or whatever ice bucket challenge. Okay? Hey, Miss Shirley O.G. Gardner, how you doing, my sister? Whether you do this full time or you do this part time, this just is not this. You can't get burnt out for something that you're passionate about. You know what I'm saying? You ever been in love? Have you ever been in love with a person? If you've ever been in love, that's passion. I don't know of one person that gets burnt out from being loved. or giving love. I don't know. Maybe I just ain't never dealt with it, but I don't know anybody. And to me, when I don't just throw the word passion around lightly, because that's what it is. I crave to be here. My life, I feel like a superhero because I have two lives going on. Back home and then here. At my house, I'm doing normal house stuff with a garden and everything else. But here, I'm free to do whatever my heart's desire and live like I really truly want to live and away from all the weirdos. It's two entirely different worlds. And you got to have a passion for that. Do you understand? Y'all have no idea how far I drive to get here. You have no idea, right? Because you keep seeing me in two different places. It seemed like my land is a couple of blocks away from my house, right? Right? I make this drive back and forth like I'm literally going to Florida and I don't care. I love it. And people keep asking me, how far should your land be away from your house? However far you want it to be. Your passion won't care. You won't care. If you passionate and you want to be on that land as long as you possibly can, and you wake up and you can't wait to get back on it, you can't wait to go garden, you can't wait to fix stuff, you can't wait to clean up. I don't care if I'm on the road for 3 or 4 hours one way. I don't care. I'm going to waste that time sitting there clicking the TV. You know what I'm saying? You will sit there scrolling on your doggone computer, looking at a bunch of nonsense all day. So for me to drive 4 hours one way, I don't care. That's a good question. Why do you have places? Why don't you just stay on the homestead? Because this is a financial move. I own this free and clear. I don't owe anybody for this, right? So I can do whatever I want. I don't have to live here. Now get this. Why don't I just sell my house and just move here, right? Right now, with the way the economy is and the way the house is, the way the market is, the housing market and everything else, you could sell your house and you could make a mean profit off. Well, I can. I know I can make $300,000 off my house in the condition that it's in. Okay? Profit. But there is no houses on the market for $300,000 that could compare to what I'm selling. I need you to understand this if you don't understand. Put it like this. If I'm selling, I want you to listen to this. I would be selling a 5-bedroom with a den, game room, a 2.5-car garage on 2 acres on the lake with a driveway that could fit 3 34-foot RVs. Okay, I had a driveway extended. And all this land I got out there of pure, y'all see my garden, soil, fruit trees. In one of the best areas in Columbia, South Carolina, in one of the best neighborhoods in Columbia, South Carolina. For me to sell my house right now and make a $300,000 profit, that sounds good. But no matter, you won't buy a $300,000 house these days with a 1/4 acre on it and living in a swamp. Not in South Carolina, not in North Carolina, not in Florida, not in Georgia. So to sell my house right now, I would make a profit. Now, Let's say I want a house built out here. Now I want to build my wife a house out here, and I showed you guys what what house we was looking at. They wanted 400 and like $60,000 for that house. Now that's with all the amenities was in it, the lights under the cabinets and all that bull crap. But even so, the house was smaller. Everything was just. And here's another one. My house that I own is brick. I got a 2-story, 5-bedroom with a game room house on a lake on 2 acres and in the best neighborhood. And and it's solid. The house is old. The house was built in the 80s. So you mean to tell me, think about this. You know what they make, know what they make houses out of today. And this is a piece of information that I hope y'all hear. The houses that they build today, they build them just like they built this shed, if not worse. You pay $400,000 for a big shed. Really. Then they don't put siding on. I mean, they don't put no plywood on the thing. They put just the siding and some insulations. These new built houses are saltine cracker boxes. They're trash. So you spent all this money. You sold something great to move into a saltine cardboard box. And I'm having a hard time doing that. So I look at it like this. I'm almost done paying for my home, right? My home. So I'm like this. Just go ahead, pay the damn house off. Once it's paid off, you know what? I can sell it to one of my children, or I can rent it out, lease it out. I can do anything. But here's the thing. I will own free and clear 2 properties that I don't got to worry about. And all I got to do is maintain them. This kind of like as a bit, not kind of, this is a business move. I was about to sell my house and move out here 100% of the time. Me and my wife sat and thought about that real strong once we start pricing stuff, pricing material, pricing these construction companies. And all these construction companies is robbing people and ripping them off, only building the front porch and you never see them again. This ain't really the time to be having no house built by anybody. I'm going to keep that 100. This ain't no time to be hiring nobody really to do nothing for you. Once people show how they really felt about you, I don't necessarily want you building anything for me, because you showing me you don't care if I live or die one way or the other. So why would I have you in here build my house and you half-ass building it instead of putting up all the joists and everything like you supposed to? You only put one nail and stuff. I don't trust people like that no more, man. My trust is broken. You hear me? I'm talking about it needs to be replaced. Ain't no fixing this. I think right now, if you sell your house, you're screwing yourself up. I almost did. Let me tell you this too. My wife is my real estate agent. So I don't even have to worry about a real estate fee. I don't have to worry about any of that. So here's the thing. Once she got the inside track of the market, and I'm sitting there like, this ain't adding up. Yes, we'll be in the middle of nowhere. We'll be happy and free and clear. But business-wise, we'll be getting screwed. We'll just have money sitting on money, but it's really nothing you can do with it. It's kind of like, let me give you this analogy. It's kind of like the King Midas situation, right? The King Midas scenario. We'll be sitting on all this money from selling the house, but it's nothing you can do with it. Because that amount of money 20 years ago was great. But that amount of money right now, it's nothing you can do with it. But have a doghouse built. Let me break it to you. Let me see. Yeah, I ain't selling my house. I wouldn't sell my house now that we've talked about it. Either my house is gonna get passed on to my children and they all got an acre of land here, or I might give them one of that or lease that out, and that'll be paying. If I lease that house out through a leasing company, I'll be getting that money in return to help me in my lifestyle out here. Right now is not the time to be playing no games, playing a farmer. Nah, you gotta play this real shrewd, or you gonna get screwed. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. Everybody is out here ready to go get some land. Let me tell you this. Let me tell you this too. I talked about this a little bit a couple weeks ago, and I'm gonna talk about it again right now. Think about this. Once me and my wife decided to keep the house and keep the land, it's like, dang, but what we gonna do? It's my playground. I can do whatever the hell I want. Now comes into play. We keep talking about homesteading, buying your land, getting your land, moving on your land, becoming debt free. Hey, I'm Bias LLC. How you doing, sister? We talk about becoming debt free, right? Okay. What's wrong with being debt free, becoming debt free because you working and you hustling, and at the same time you got a part-time fairy tale fantasy land that you can go to, fantasy island? I can come here and do whatever I want to do. I don't have to live like this 24/7, nor do I have to live like a city boy 24/7. I got the best of both worlds. I don't have to, in the situation I'm in, I don't have to get rid of any of that, because I'm going to keep it real. There's parts about living in the city that I do like. I do like conveniences to gas stations and the prices of gas in the city. I do like conveniences of just running to the store real quick and coming back. But at the same time, I don't want to be around a bunch of people. So get this. Why do you go on vacation? Right? You go on vacation to get away. You go on vacation to relax. You go on vacation to get away from people, get away from the normal people, to get on your nerve at work and everything else, right? What if I told you purchasing some land just to have a part-time getaway? This is my resort. Literally. I can come here. I can do my beekeeping out here. I can do my gardening out here. Raise my chickens and everything else out here, and set up my sheds however I want to. And I can spend a night out here. I can have a whole camping party. I can have a family reunion. I can have a wedding. I can go for a hike. I can hike all through my land. I don't ever have to pay another soul to enjoy all of those things I love. If I love swimming, I can have a pond built out back. If I love clean swimming, I can have a big Olympic-sized swimming pool built right here, and nobody else will be part of my wonderland. I don't have to worry about if your kids done pissed in the tub or in the pool. I don't got to worry about why do this baby got on a diaper full of doo-doo in the pool. I don't got to worry about I want to go fishing, but these two dudes sitting down on the other side of the bank from me keep on staring at me, and they won't. I can go fishing in my own pond. I can go hiking in my own woods. I can go on trail hikes. I can get me a four-wheeler or four side-by-side and just tear the trails up. I can build trails and just tear them up. I could do whatever I want. And the best part is there is no check-in time and there is no check-out time. There is no amount of time that I have to be here. So the difference is when you're on vacation, there's a check-in time. You need to be checked in by 11 a.m. And when you check out 7 days later, you need to be checking out by 10 a.m., 11 a.m., right? I don't got to go nowhere. I can enjoy this every day, all day, and I ain't got to be bothered by nobody. Nobody. So I'm going to promote there is nothing wrong with having part-time land. There's nothing, matter of fact, if you're not a city, if you're not a country person and you don't want rural land and you like the idea of it, but you be like, ugh, bugs, ugh, snakes, ugh. If that's your thing, but you do like the outdoors, that this might be your option. You know, go out, get you some land, set a shed or workshop on it, and just have it your way. You know, do whatever you want to do with it. Hook you up a little bit of solar power, you know, get you a water tank. Oh, I got to go get that water tank. I forgot to tell y'all something. Remember, I was earlier in the video before I kind of lost my mind for 10 minutes. I was talking about my powerhouse. I forgot what I was going to put on the other side of the house in the overhang. I'm going to have 700 gallons of water over there. And my tanks is over here. So I got to bring that tank now that everything is leveled out on my workshop. I need to bring that tank over here and get that mug ready, because that's where I'm be getting my water from. I'm going to hook my rain gutters on those awnings, and they going to go down in those doggone 700-gallon tanks. Water forever. And right in back of me is a stream. Water forever. I wonder if it's flowing right now. I would take y'all back there, because I believe it comes from like a natural spring somewhere, because it never stopped running. I've seen it stop one time. It was a little stream about that wide, but it still was running. Okay. Now I do want to say this. Suzette said, "Let's go see." I I want to apologize. I want to apologize for earlier. Can you please do a first aid survival bucket tutorial one day? I'm trying to make one, but I'm getting overwhelmed. The pre-made kits are trash. I will be willing to pay for a workshop if needed. I'm gonna be honest with you. Your first aid kit, this is how I started mine. I started with a pre-made, and then you have to build your first aid kit on your own. I wouldn't be able to show you that. If you have certain things that ailments or problems or medical situations that you need to put that in your emergency survival kit. All right. Hey, everything fresh and sassy. What's up, my sister? She said, let's go, let's go. Look. She finished. Me and her, she helped me move this furniture. She keep me motivated. If everything fresh and sassy said, let's go on a field trip, doggone it, let's go on a field trip. All right, let's go. You stay and get some rest. Because where we going, it's about to get ugly. Okay, golly, look at that. I was out here last night just staring up at the moon. All this junk. I got to bring all this stuff back in, y'all, and everything on my trailer. All right, let's go. So y'all never get a chance to see back here. I never come back here. But this is one of my favorite spots. Oh, the 2 tents, I'm taking them down. You see the hole in my white duck from the branch that fell off this tree? Went straight through there. I'm about to take them down and get that taken care of. All right. Let me see here. This is the opening. Okay. I ain't got on no real shoes, y'all. And I haven't cut in here in a while. Yep, it's running. It's one of my favorite spots. Wait, y'all, this lemon. Wait a minute. This lemon's broke. Okay. So, this is one of my favorite spots right here. It's always running. See it? Let me give you a better look at it. It's always running. Can y'all see that? Beautiful, clean water, always. You can see it better down that way. Let me bring y'all around. It comes through this, and this almost like filters this old log. And then it goes, this stream will run all the way a mile down to my daughter's side of the land. And it literally, this exact stream goes through her backyard where the cabin used to be. So this is it. Let's go over here. See, it's nice and calm up here. You see it moving uphill, or downhill rather. You can see through the trees, the water moving. So I'm doing all of this for a reason. I know it don't make sense to you, and it shouldn't. I know it don't make sense to you, and it shouldn't. But everything I want and everything I'm doing, this is the reason why I'm doing it. Let me see. See? That stream is right here. Now look where my chicken coop is. Go past the tent. I'm gonna show you why I'm doing this. Keep on going. There's my chicken coop, and that's where my garden is gonna be. So I got water with right here that I can gather without no worries. This is my garden and all these weeds and mess I got here. And around the back end of the chicken coop. That's going to be the tilled area. This is going to be the container garden here, which I started and I just kind of threw it, let it go. That's getting torn down like as soon as possible. Got to get the money first. Oh, let me show y'all how he leveled it up. He leveled the game. Once I take these tents down, I'm gonna have a nice little courtyard over there. All of this is just my workshop, my little farm and garden area, all of this. And I wanna show y'all something. I wanna show you what I can see in my mind. Imagine all of this gone, clear, 2 acres of just pure clear land. I'm gonna show you something else. The RV gone, this house is gone, that mess is gone. Now watch this. Straight in line, I did this for reasons. This is the road to this shed, and there is my orchard. Apples, pears, peaches, plums, nectarines, loquats, kumquats. Everything is straight down this road, and it's gonna come all the way back here. And I'm gonna stop it right there. All them fruit trees is gonna come all the way to about here where the chicken coop stop, because it's gonna be a pathway. I got this stuff mapped out in my head and drawn out. And I done told my wife everything, and she just kind of let me do whatever I want to do. She know this is my playground. So I'm making sure everything has her included. Everything is for my family. Every decision I make is not just for me. Everything I do is for my entire family and our existence. And I know sometimes that look crazy to y'all, right? And I know sometimes people see me and they see my frustrations, like earlier on in this video. You saw my frustrations with some of the stuff and the stuff they were saying. This is why I get frustrated, all right? I get frustrated because this is real to me. It's serious. This ain't a TikTok video for me. This ain't a YouTube video for likes and for shares and stuff for me. So my thing is this. I want to share this. I can't teach you how to do it because I don't know myself. I'm learning every day. But what I want to share with you is you can do it too. And there is no feeling like this. I could stay here. I could stay here forever. And then I could say, you know what? Let me go on to the house. Let me go on to the house. I got some things to do to the house, right? I got some stuff I need to handle at the house. I need to go see my family at the house. I could do that whenever I feel like it. But when the world is getting too much, like now, when the world starts getting too much and too heavy for you, I can come out here. And I'm building my own personal paradise. I hope you understand that. I am literally building my own personal paradise. Let me give you that view again. I'm building my own personal paradise so I can get away from all that stuff that the world is becoming. I don't want to have nothing to do with that. I only want to have any stuff to do with the real world when I have to. Other than that, I don't want to deal with that mess. This is who I am. And for the people earlier in the video that don't understand that, I'm going to tell you what got me frustrated. What got me frustrated is I don't even know how to explain it to you. And it's frustrating for me to try to try to express my emotions. Stop that. Stop. To try to express my emotions. And here's the other thing too. When I say, do anybody got any questions? When I ask, do anybody got any questions? And then people just start saying, since he's asking questions, what's your favorite color? I, if you don't have any questions, just say no. And that's frustrating because people really, really want to see how this works. And when I say, do you have any questions about whatever situation I'm talking about, I mean by that, questions about what we're talking about or what we're doing. Not just like, what's your favorite shoe? And that's ridiculous to me. And for it not to be ridiculous to those people, I feel sorry for you that you don't understand time and place. I don't get it. You know? What's your favorite recipe when you cook squash? Have you ever heard me say I cook some damn squash? So that's what I'm talking about. And then I'm the bad guy when I wish them off to the cornfield because they know that shit is ridiculous. This is, I cannot express how serious this is for me. I can't express it. There is no way. This is where the human connection gets lost. Because if we're in contact and we're sitting down next to each other and you can see my facial expressions, you hear my voice, and you don't just, the video ain't gonna cut off. Me and you gonna spend all day together and you feel my emotions for real, for real. We talk on the phone, right? And we talk for a couple hours. You feel my emotions for real, for real. And the human contact, the human emotion gets lost on social media. And everybody think it's another something to keep them busy during their lunch break. And it's weird. And I don't know how to function with that. I know that's the new thing, and I think that may be the my final end for social media because I refuse to go to the 15-second TikTok weird. I just can't do it. I won't do it. Hey, pieces of April. I can't do it. And I think that's where we're getting lost in translation about expressing ourselves on social media. You can't express your reality in 15 seconds or less. You just can't. You can't. So this is me showing you. I got one more thing to say. Y'all see me resetting everything, right? Here's one more. This whole wall, I'm taking it down. I gotta redo it. This whole wall, taking it down. I gotta redo it. The drywall, everything is off. You see, ain't no curtains. No curtains on that window. No curtains on this window. Cause he butted the drywall right up to the edge of the windowsill. That's a no for me. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take this whole wall down. But you see this side? I'm going to make an entryway in there for storage, my closet, and just have an open concept bedroom, just like my RV. And this is good. This is getting a little ridiculous. There's no reason for all of this. I don't live here and whatever, right? I don't live here. So that's it. I would go ahead and hook these solar panels up. But we've been on here for an hour and a half, right? Hey, Accurate, how you doing? HM Queen says that's what I would do. Take it down, open it up. That's even my wife was like, I understand one room for the powder room, the closet, but the rest, open it up. Hey, Katina Brooks, how you doing? So I'm going to go ahead, and y'all don't have to stay, but what I'm going to do, I wish I had my microphone. I'm going to go ahead and hook this solar up. And then when I hook the solar up, because I already have it together, then I'll tell you what I did, okay? So stick around because it's about to get crazy because I got stuff everywhere now. That was for Miss Shirley OG. That was for Myra McLean. They both told me to drink some water. I'm hydrated. Whew. Okay, that was, I poured a shot for y'all because y'all was like, "Let get your water in." So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna let y'all kind of watch until I get set up because I need to bring my truck closer. We're gonna do it regardless, and I'm gonna hook the solar generator. I got a Booz RV solar generator out here that I need to plug up, and I'm gonna put this whole thing back together. I might even be on here so long I go and get the doggone wood stove. Who want to see the wood stove? Who down for the crown? Come on. Oh, yeah, come on. I'm going to take y'all with me. So this is what we're going to do. I'm just going to set y'all here for a minute because I can't necessarily, I mean, I guess I could take y'all on the whole fantastic voyage. I will. So just hold tight. And as you see my chicken coop and the bees, that's going to look different by the end of the week. I got to chop all them weeds down and get that cranked back up. So y'all hold tight, okay? Me and Puppy got to go. You ready? Let me see if y'all can see everything. Yep. Hold tight. Come on. Wait. Booz RV Juice Go. It's what I'm powering everything with. And I don't want my phone to die. I don't want it to overheat. There we go. We should be good. Yep, we good. Okay, hold tight, y'all. Here we go. Be right back. Come on, click, clack. Okay, come on. So the reason I'm doing this is because as you can see, all my stuff is in here. Now, I gotta unload this stuff and bring it back in here. I'm about to grab the solar panels and hook them up. But I can't do nothing without this right here. So what we're running is the EcoFlow Delta Max 2 for now. It's temporary. We're going to be running the EcoFlow Delta Pro 3. But right now, I'm going to show y'all everything. Right now, I'm going to unload it and put it in the shed. I need to put some steps back down too. I'm gonna bring y'all in here just so I'm taking you piece by piece by piece. Okay, this is temporarily set up. My table goes here. Now y'all can't see that. My table goes here. Let me get my little speaker out the way. I'm gonna show you me hook this up like step by step by step. My air conditioning. So the Delta Max 2 has the DC cable, which I love. This goes on the bottom. Battery goes on the top. Okay, can y'all see that? Okay, perfect, perfect. All right. Now this is the DC cable that controls the battery and controls everything. That's the smart plug. Trust me, if you get the battery, go with this. All right, the battery comes with this too. Here's the power cord for the generator itself. Y'all can see that? Okay. Now, these are holes that my son cut in here for when him and my son-in-law, him and my daughter was in here. So I'm just using this temporarily. This is not the permanent fix. This is just for now so I can have some power. I'm gonna run this through this hole. Now that's gonna go to my EcoFlow dual fuel smart generator. Now before I put this in the corner, I'm gonna show you one of my hacks. Get you a 6-prong office plug and put behind here, because I think the days of putting plugs behind generators is over. People need to stop doing that. Nobody is going to keep on going behind it. So now I don't have to go back there no more. Okay, now that's set up. Okay, I'm gonna go out here and I need to run the solar wire. I gotta find it first. I gotta remember what I did with it. Oh, it's on the solar panels. Okay. So now you're gonna get a chance to see me. Look, I even got my luggage out here. All right, let me do this. It's easier this way. Hold on, hold on. See, this is the part that y'all don't ever get a chance to see. Okay, I'm gonna bring you down here. So what I'm gonna be doing now, y'all, is setting these panels up. First, I gotta run this inside the house. I got all 4 of these panels hooked together in parallel. If you don't know what parallel is, I will answer that question in a minute, okay? Let's get this snake through the hole first. Y'all see that okay? Okay. This is my solar connection. I'm not plugging that up yet. I'm not gonna plug it into the generators yet. So right now, I'm gonna get my panel spread out. Y'all see this okay? Bougia, I mean, these are the Harbor Freight panels with the legs on them. I love them. See that? That's all I'm gonna do is line those up just like that. I got them already hooked together in parallel, so I can't show you that. But as you see, least I can do is show you a little something. That's it. That's it. It's that simple. See it? Now we're gonna come in here. Y'all still with me? Okay. We're gonna come in here and you see that I snaked the solar wire here. Now I'm gonna plug this in the back of the EcoFlow in the solar port, and we should get power because the sun is beaming. Let's see. Something ain't connected. Okay. So we need to go outside and check all of our connections because something is loose. Because we're getting no reading. So now, this is the part that when y'all see us on these videos, we don't talk about because don't nobody want to stick around and be troubleshooting. I'm gonna start here. I'm gonna make sure these is all in, all good. Make sure that's hooked up first. Now I gotta check behind each and every panel. That one is good. Check the connections on this. I just found it. I just found it. I know I did. I just found the culprit, y'all. Boom. That's it. I'm gonna go ahead and check them all since I'm out here. But I know I just found the culprit. Man, you okay? I told you stop drinking that cheap liquor. Man, you gotta say your words right. Been drinking that cheap liquor, man. You passing out all in the public eye. You need to take it easy. Got that. Just checking all my connections. No, that was another one right there. Now we should be good to go. Okay. We should be good to go now. Come on, pup. Come on. Now we should be getting some power. Boom, there it is. Y'all see it spinning? Okay. It say we only bringing in 74 watts. So I still got a problem because that's 400 watts of power. And if it was, I'm sorry, y'all. It say I'm bringing in, let me see, 140, like 150 watts. And I know something is wrong and my connection is messed up because it's 4 panels. That's 400 watts. They're not 100% efficient. They're not facing exactly towards the sun. So I should be bringing in at least 280 watts to 300 watts. Okay, so this is the part of solar that I be trying to tell people about. You don't want to stick around for that. And people be like, what do I do here? You have to put your hands on the solar. You got to go out there and you got to do it. You got to play with it. You have to do it. There is nothing I can, or nobody on YouTube can show you. They can tell you and they can show you. But if you don't put your hands out there on it yourself, after you've watched people do this, you won't know nothing. Because you will be just going off of their words. And when I tell you, hey, just put it in parallel, it'll be great. Just put it in series, it'll be great. Just get this generator, it'll be great. If you don't go out there and do this yourself and really put your hands on and learn and see what you did wrong and then come back and watch a video and correct it, you won't know. You won't have a clue. So, let me see. Yeah, I know that's wrong. So anyway, y'all seen me hook up the solar, but now I'm gonna get the smart generator and hook it up because that's my bread and butter right there. My pants is falling. It's that bread and butter right here. I'm gonna show you what I'm about to do with this, and it's gonna make sense. Okay, with it hooked like that with a normal plug, you can hook it into any kind of generator. I'm going to be, once I build the powerhouse, that's when I'm going to connect that to the DC smart plug. So when the solar generator runs down, I'll still have gas to kick in and take over. Okay, so let me see what else I got in here. Did I shower, refrigerator? Okay, I'm gonna bring y'all back in here. I got all my lamps, all my furniture, everything out here. I really, really wanna mess with this solar, cause that's not cool. Oh. I'm cutting it off to restart it. Oh, y'all can't see nothing. Okay, now I'm gonna restart the whole thing, because that might be a problem too. Sometimes your system needs to reset. After all these connections been done. Now I'm gonna hook the solar in, and the solar should cut the generator on without me hitting the power button. And it worked. So it's reset now, and I should be getting a reading. There we go. 200 and something watts. 192 and 71. Okay. All I had to do, I knew something that didn't sound right. So we're good. No, I checked the one by the door. It's all set up. It's ready. Y'all see, sometime I know what I did and I know the connections. You can't see what I did, right? Because you don't know the format I got them in. I know I checked them all. Here's the thing. I had to reset my system. Unplug everything from your system. Everything. Okay? And then cut the generators off altogether. And then replug everything back up to your system. As soon as you put your solar power in, you don't have to hit the power button. That should kick your generator back on and everything will be reset and kick right in line. And that's what just happened. So now that I know I'm not in optimal sunlight and I'm not in optimal distance and everything else, direction, I know bringing in over 200 watts is beautiful right now. So now the sweet part, oh, I can't show you on this phone, but I was about to say the sweet part is when I'm in here sleep and I'm running low on energy and the sun is gone, it's 3 in the morning, I can get my phone and cut that dual fuel smart generator on to charge this up to finish running my cabin or whatever I'm doing. Man, that's the truth right there. Okay, so I got that set up and now I have to, Lord knows, I don't know how I'm gonna pull this off. I don't know how I'm gonna get that wood stove in here. That's gonna be a dynamic feat. I think the only way I'm gonna probably be able to do it, I gotta get some ramps. And I might have to put it on, get it out of the tent, put it on a trailer, drive it over here, bring it up and muscle it in here. The new wood stove that I got weighs, let me remember what it said, 356 pounds. Whew. 356 pounds. So here's what I'm gonna have to do. If I try to bring it on that dolly, on that hand truck, and try to drag that 2 acres, that's just, my heart probably will blow out the chest. I don't think y'all want to stick around for that. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to drive over to the tent. I'm not doing nothing that crazy. I'm going to have to drive over to the tent and load it up on the trailer, come all the way back, and then haul it in here with the hand truck. I'm being careful, y'all, because y'all know Lady Leg ain't trying to hear none of this. Say, that's a lot of weight. I can only lift 210. Well, it's on a hand truck. Hey, Trina's Journey, how you doing? It's on a hand truck, so either way, it's still heavy, you know. I'm not trying to pick up anything. Can the floor take the weight? Yes. You can set the dual generator to automatically start a certain, yes, you can. It'll automatically start and automatically cut off, but you can only do that with the smart cord. If the DC cord, a normal cord won't do that. This is the old dual fuel smart generator too. Okay, you can't do all of those settings with that one. Like setting the time, what time you want it to come on. The new dual fuel generator, you can do that. Say that one, and it's heavy even to pull for me. Yeah. If you use a cord to help hold the hand truck, it won't be. No, I'm not trying to prove. I ain't got no cape on. I ain't no superhero. I ain't about to save nobody. I don't got nothing to prove. Sometimes the hard way is the easy way. And the hard way for me is jumping in this truck. Come on, y'all here. Come on. All right, click clack. Here we go. Y'all with me? You don't have to be. Ooh, I don't even got enough space. We gonna make it. Okay, we gonna make it work. We gonna make it work. We gonna make it work. Come on. Come on. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. All right. I got a mess back here. That's all right. It's a blessed mess. Okay, y'all ready? I'm gonna take y'all with me, see this madness. And you know what I was gonna show y'all yesterday? What is my plans to move it? I got a hand truck in there with it. So what I'm gonna do is pick it up with the hand truck, roll it onto my trailer, and then drive my truck back to this side of the land, and then drop my trailer on the porch, and then hand truck it in there. That's the plan anyway. That's the plan. I don't know. All right. Let's do this. All right. I'm starting to forget how I did this. Okay, I hope y'all saw that. I'm just trying to remember how the heck I did this before. Let me just line myself up a little better to make it easier on myself. All right, we good now. And I left the doggone stand. Okay, y'all ready? Come on. Come on, click clap. See? It didn't seem like we drove that far, did it? Hold on, let me let my trailer down. Okay. So I'm gonna show y'all inside the tent, cause I'm about to take this down. Okay, so that's that. I don't know how I'm gonna do this, cause I left my wallet in the El Segundo. Okay, I got away. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm taking y'all with me step by step, doggone it. It's just gonna be ugly, that's all to it. I'm gonna try to give y'all a little, just a hint of, can y'all see that? Yeah, you can see that pretty good. All right, pray for me. Now let's just hope it'll go up the ramp. All right. I told y'all to stop drinking that cheap liquor, didn't I? Okay, I'm gonna move this. I'm trying to make it so you can see. I'm trying to set this up so y'all can see what I'm doing. Hold on. Had it just right. That spider baby scared me. Okay. I didn't know what I was touching. Oh. Okay, we got it on there. Thank God. And now I'm gonna put I gotta put the refrigerator back together too, because this mug got all my food in it. And I don't want the butt cheeks to fall out. Be done scared all the squirrels away. Okay. Close my gate. Let's go. Gotta head back across the land. Come on, click clack. Come on. Let's go. Come on, baby. There you go. That's my girl. Okay. All right. Y'all still with me? Now, what I'm gonna do, I ain't worried about, I gotta go back in the tent and get other stuff. I ain't gonna zip it up. After this, after I get this in here, I'm going to take questions, then let y'all go on about y'all way. I don't want to keep y'all all day. Okay? I did want people to see just a little bit of my reality without the YouTube crap. Just the reality part. So, y'all ready? All right, let's go. And now I can show y'all what now that I've done this, what I get to come and see soon as I get to the land. Just give you a nice visual of what I see. All my peach trees, drop the leaves for the season. And we turn down Veronica Lane. This is what I see. Drive past the chicken coops and the beehives. Now it's about to get tricky. Run over a bag of poop. Okay. Now this is where the skill set is. Yeah, I hit that bag. All right. That was a bag of manure. I'm starting to lose my mind now, y'all. Now, if I back this trailer on here like I had it before, where I could, like a drawbridge onto the porch, that's what I'm trying to do. That way, I don't have to do no weird ramps and everything to get this thing up into the shed. I can literally just walk it right in. You see, I saw my mouth. I got my mouth all fixed. Y'all know how it be. I want a straight shot. I got it, but I want a straight shot at the title here. All the bees is tripping. Can y'all see any of this? As soon as we get this stove in, I'm gonna take questions. We're gonna be done, okay? I just want to get this in properly. Yeah, that's doo-doo, all right. All right. Let's go. Come on, click clack. Come on, get on with from there. Knew you was gonna head straight for the Duke. Okay. So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna set y'all back up. I'm gonna bring it in. We're gonna do some questions, Q&A, and then if y'all ready to roll out, we got our solar hooked up. I can hook all my power back up. I can actually hook up the AC right now and have it running if I wanted to, but it's not hot. I'm just sweating because I'm fat. Okay, so here we go. I'm about to bring it in. We did that, right? We did that. Okay. Shoot. That boy big. It's bigger than I thought. That'll burn you out of here. I think I'm doing too much. But for that price, what y'all think? That might be too big. I hope it's just the box that big, cause damn. That's overkill like you wouldn't believe. That is overkill. All right, so from here, y'all, what I'm gonna do is let's see how much overkill this is. This might be too damn big. I mean, this might be too big. Cause you put a twig in there and all this will be hot. This may be doing too much. Who down? Y'all want to see it? Y'all want to see it? Let me get the generator for some juice. I know we're getting low. Cause this is getting real crazy. Y'all want to see it? Okay. All right. Let's see it. Now I'm hoping my generator didn't overheat. Generator is over. Oh, no, it's doing okay. Okay, good, because it's blazing out there. All right, y'all. We still in the game. All right, y'all want to see it? This is it. It might be too dang gone big. If it's as big as this box, I gotta take it back. I'm telling you, if it's as big as this box, it has to go back. I don't know how I'm gonna get it back, but doggone it, it's gonna have to go, because this is big. If I lived in Canada, I would probably take it back and go get a bigger one. But I don't. All right. This is one of the greatest unboxings I ever did. Besides the EcoFlow Delta Ultra. Okay. I don't know, y'all. I'm trying to keep the box together, because just in case I have to haul this mug back. Let me see if y'all can see everything. I want to make sure you can see everything. Okay. All right. For everybody that's been in here this long, I don't know, y'all. I got it backwards. This mug is huge. All right. Yeah. I'm gonna turn it around. How did I told you, when my luck, man. This kind of stuff I do with my luck. That mug is huge. This is like an old jukebox. I'm gonna try to. I want y'all to be able to see. Oh, it's not too big. I had it sideways. Oh, matter of fact, it's perfect. 18 inches away from the wall. It face out like this. Okay. I'm gonna have to move that plug over there. But this is my centerpiece. I lost 30 pounds and now I need it because I can't move the damn thing. All right. So it's a stay. So I'm gonna go ahead and open it up. Y'all gonna see it on this exclusive live. This is the Grand Teton Collection T100 or T1000. All right, let's open it up so y'all can see exactly why I'm doing this. See, this ain't just for warming this up because I don't need that much heat. But this is also for cooking on. When I got my fire rolling, I cooks on top of my wood stoves. So I'm going to show y'all this. I'm going to answer some questions. We'll go from there. Boy, I got a mess. That's nice. That is nice. Now ain't no more moving it now. It's off the remember it's sitting on this pallet. This is the ash tray. Collect all the ash. All the handles and stuff is inside. Y'all see that? Making sure y'all can see that okay. But this is it. So this is, let me make sure before I open my mouth. Okay, this has got the reheat system in it that makes it efficient. Now there's a $300 tax credit on this wood stove. I'm gonna grab a chair and then let's talk about it. Okay, let's talk about it. All right, y'all. So, any questions? This mug is dope. At first, I was like, man, why'd I do this? But I need that heat. Are you planning on putting cameras around your shed? Did you give your... Okay. So back in the day, my relatives would have the stove in the middle of the room with the pipe going out the ceiling. Now, this is the actual middle of this room. Yeah, it's actually right there. It's the center of this room. That's where I got it here. Yes, you can cook on the top of it. So I got it. I'm not going out the roof though. I'm going out the wall right there. So I gotta get my wall kit installed. Once I get the wall kit installed, I got my pipe connected, and then it'll be ready to go. So if you have any questions about anything y'all seen today from, say, yeah, this mug is huge. This is, it says it can heat up 2,000 square feet. This is 300 square feet. These generators, would you recommend one from Harbor Freight? I don't know anything from Harbor Freight. I know about the solar panels. Deborah says, that's exactly what I'm looking for. 2,000 square feet is cast, steel, solid, thick. This is why I got it. So my grandparents had the old cast iron. This is cast iron. I said cast steel. Yeah, this is cast iron. They would keep tea kettle on the top so their air wouldn't get so dry in the winter. Whoa, guess what? This also has the air circulation system. It don't come with it, but I'm going to get it, where I'm going to be bringing all of the moist air from outside, and it's going to be burning that instead of burning all the fresh air in here. But that's why they did it, to keep the air humid and keep it fresh. But if you got the outside system running and it's bringing in the outside moist air from outside, it won't burn the air up in here. And all it'll do is keep this humidity and keep everything nice and toasty and warm. But what you said your grandparents do, putting the pot on, that's what I do in the tents. I always keep a pot of water boiling, like some rainwater or something, boiling in the tent on the wood stove, the camp chef. Said, Led, I had an automatic night heater. It was twice that size. Night heater. Let me see. Hi, Karen Flowers. How you doing? So really enjoying the content. I'm sorry this video is so long, but this is the reality. This is the real part. Reality takes a long time. Did you buy your land cash or did you get a loan to pay for it? What are you planning to do with yours, Karen Flowers? Are you thinking about buying yours cash or are you thinking about taking out a loan? Will you be putting a brick base underneath? Yes. Janet, you're gonna have to go online and look, okay? Because the prices is different everywhere. Um, Thank you, my brother. Thank you. Yes, it's cast iron. Now, here's the thing. This is what you're gonna have to figure out, y'all. South Carolina didn't have this. No stores, South Carolina did not carry this. None. And it was on sale, and I had to travel 6 hours to get it. Say Karen says I was thinking about getting a loan, but I haven't decided yet. Okay, you really truly need to. Have you been looking for land, Karen? You need to have something solidified. I mean, do you have enough cash to buy land outright? Because that'll decide for you. My day is going to end with me putting everything back in here in this big pretty baby. Now I need some muscle to somebody help me take this off of this pallet. Will wood stove venting interfere with the lean-to roof? No, I'm gonna run it straight through the lean-to. That's a good question. No, I'm gonna run that straight through that lean-to, cause I don't care about that leaking. It's gonna go out. An elbow gonna go out, and then an elbow gonna go up. And I don't care about that leaking too much. I'ma seal it to the best of my ability in the lean-to, but I don't care about that out there. The reason why I don't want to run it through this roof, this is a metal roof. This is a metal roof, and it's not going to stay this way. I'm going to insulate. Well, that's insulation there, but I want to run drywall up there and make this a whole roof up here. I don't want to be messing with that. So, and if I decide to either change wood stoves or get rid of it altogether, I don't want no hole in my roof that I got to deal with. I can deal with a hole in the wall. What you do? Board it up, patch it up, and nobody will ever know. But when you start messing with this roof, you got a problem. So I don't want to deal with that. I don't want to deal with no roof leaks, nothing. So that's why I'm only interested in doing a wall exit. Get the wall kit. When you put in one of these wood stoves, I promise you, even in a tent, I learned in a tent. If you put your wood stove in a tent and it got the stove jack hole going out the top, it's going to leak. I don't care what you do. I don't care what you put around it. The silicone, the rubber boots, I've done it all. They leak. Now imagine when they leak through that boot and they leak through that silicone seal, you know what they do? The water falls down into your wood stove and constantly dripping and rusting your wood stove. And some of the rain, if you don't got no cap on, goes in the wood stove. Water collects in the bottom of that. I done learned it all. I've been dealing with these for years. I don't ever want to do anything. I don't even really want to buy a tent with the stove jack on the top. I'd rather be out the sidewall. Hey Sylvia, how you doing, my sister? Let me see. How much does one need to buy land? Everybody answered that for you. Say, will you have to add a damper like the old morning stove? Listen, you talking about that flue? This has it goes in the side here to control the air vent, but the damper. Let me tell you something about that damper. Let me tell y'all something about that damper. If you have a wood stove, hold on. You need to purchase that separately. If you have a wood stove and it has that damper on the side on the pipe, leave that thing alone. Open it wide up, wide open, and leave it alone. Leia says, does it come with a blower with it, even though you won't need it? You want to know something? I opted out. I didn't want the blower. I didn't want the blower. I'm going to tell you why. Because my fans that sit on top of here that are activated by the heat work just as good as those blowers. This place ain't that big. And that blower takes power. So what I see, this is a survival situation. Remember, I'm still thinking about survival. I'll be using my precious solar power to run a blower when I could run a DC fan, or this little green little fan right there only uses 15 watts, 20 watts or something, versus a blower. Them blower motors, they use about, 300 watts or better. It's not worth it. So I all of this stuff, I know this all look crazy to y'all right now. If you were doing this, it would make perfect sense. Everything I've done, the reasons I've done it, where I put everything, and what you don't understand is why. The reason I wanted a wood stove, because, listen, on my trailer, I got buddy heaters. I got kerosene heaters, buddy heaters. I got everything to heat the house up, right? Electric heaters. But let me show you something. Let me show you something that some folks don't quite understand. That look good. That look good right there. Let me show you something. I have fuel, firewood for the rest of my life and my generations to come. You'll never ever have to worry about getting cold as long as you let your trees grow on your land. And every now and then I go off and I harvest some of these trees and I stack them over there. If I took y'all to the other side of my land, you should see, look, I can't make this up. I can't make this up. You, you see the roof, right? I got wood piles almost half the stack height of this doggone porch, and as wide as this porch. I got about 4 of those piles from when me and Lady Led and Princess Led and her husband was over there chopping down them trees. I don't just throw my trees away. I use it. So all of that wood has dried over a year, and it's just sitting over there waiting for me to bring it over here. I have brought a lot of it over here, and I went through a lot of it last winter. Now I'm about to go back over there, load this trailer up with all that wood, and come all the way back and drop it off and let it finish seasoning. Because now we got the real McCoy in here. But I'm telling y'all this because I want you to know you don't need a wood stove, right? If you live in the South, having a wood stove is almost a little ridiculous. But it wasn't ridiculous last winter or the winter before that, was it? If you live down here in the South, or hell, let's keep it real. In the last 3 years, if you live anywhere in the South, from Texas, even in California, if you live in the South, from Texas all the way to the East Coast, we've been getting hit hard like we live up north. Our winter's been super cold down in the teens, and it's lasting longer. I got 5 wood stoves from all different sizes, and people think I'm crazy. Like, why do you keep buying wood stoves? Because I want one for my house. I want one for my tent. I want one that's big that I can pack and go. I want one solid. until you feel, how many people never sat around a nice warm fire? I'm from the north, so maybe it's maybe I'm just getting decombobulated because of my upbringing. Boy, don't nothing soothe your soul better than putting your feet and your wet, cold toes up to a hot, smoking fire. Don't nothing heal your soul like that besides the word of God. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's something about fire, man. You got to listen, you got to have wood fire burning. You got to. It changes the mood of everything. It makes you feel, I know I'm going overboard, but it makes you feel like you closer to your surroundings. You chopping your own wood and seasoning your own wood, putting your own wood on the fireplace, listening to the crackle and listening to the light. Now, there's a specific reason that I got this specific stove, and let me show it to you. And I'm going to unveil this for you today. This is why I got this specific stove. Because I got a lot of wood stoves, but ain't none of them got no window. My little baby one got a window. And let me tell you something. Ain't nothing like watching that fire, man. Nothing. There is no words for that. Watching that fire crackle in the fireplace. Now, I want to just give you a visual. Okay? Fire going in the fireplace. Logs on the front porch or under the awning outside. And me and my wife sitting here on the couch, enjoying each other's company in front of a beautiful, warm, hot fire with some hot tea boiling on the top up here. And man, maybe I'm tripping. Listen, I'm so old school. I'm so old school that people don't. I think not only is that ultra romantic to me, but it brings you closer to whoever is around you. Like sitting around one of our campfires when we sitting around the fire pit, and I'm just throwing wood and throwing sticks on, and this the sweet part, when everybody go off into the dark real quick and grab some sticks and bring back to the fire. It's not just one man's job. Every now and then, when we at survival camp and everybody keep throwing a new log on the fire, man, maybe it's just me. But I'm still old school, and I'm not changing. I'm not changing that part of me, because I think that part of humanity is becoming lost, and I don't want to lose that part of my humanity to be part of society. You understand what I'm saying? These days, they want you to lose your humanity to help you become part of a society that I kind of like, what they don't want to have nothing to do with. I don't want to lose that part of me that God instilled in me. And that's what's happening right now. We're losing the parts of us that has been instilled in us since birth. I don't want to lose that. There is no rhyme or reason why fire attracts you, right? Fire attracts you to it just like a firefly or a bug in the middle of the night. You'll walk up to a fire just to find out what's going on. Some people stand around house fires while people is in peril just to see the fire. That's a little bit morbid, but true. It's something about fire. It's something about it. And for me, I know these days, changing the rules and regulations on everything just to become part of society and to fit in with the so-called norms, I don't want to have nothing to do with that part. I just don't, because I don't mind being part of society if we can also keep our humanity. And that's where we're losing, because we're exchanging our humanity to be part of society. I don't want to have nothing to do with that. Everybody else can sell their soul, give their soul away, buy one, get a soul free. I don't care. That's not how I'm going out. And honestly, I know that's a lot being said about a doggone fireplace, but it's just the truth. It's the truth. You can't not stare at that and keep on going to poke the fire, keep it going. The warmth is different than gas heat. When your house is heated with gas, and your house is heated with propane, your house is heated with electricity or kerosene. Wood, I don't have no scientific facts of this, so please excuse me. This is my opinion now. Wood warms your area different. That's why I always have a wood stove. It's just different. When I'm in my tent, I put a buddy heater in there. In my RV, buddy heater. They don't do what that wood heat do. They don't. And I honestly think the reason why that stuff don't burn right or heat properly or efficiently is because, I know this gonna sound crazy, I just think burning wood is just the most primitive, most natural way that we've been heating ourselves up for eternity. And I think that's the only way. And I think every other way is kind of like secondary to anything. So maybe it's my opinion. That's my opinion. That ain't no scientific facts in that. And I ain't coming across with y'all with no, But until you sat and felt the difference, sit in front of a kerosene heater, sit in front of some propane heater, sit in front of a gas heater, and then sit in front of a fireplace. There is no comparison to that. None. So, do I have any questions at all? You did mention something, DJ, the smell of a fireplace. Can't leave that out. I know what you said, but the smell of a fireplace and a fire cooking. Angela says, it's not old school. It's a way of living, togetherness, sharing the life we had in the country woods. Thank you for reminding us. Thank you. What kind of kettle do you use on it? Whatever kind you want. On a wood, listen, a wood stove is just a stove. There's nothing special. You don't have, this ain't one of the, and I know this is probably, you probably don't know, but I know this new age, they got those infrared stoves and stuff. You got to have special dishes and pots and pans to go on it. This ain't that. Whatever you put on there, it's going to cook it. Whatever you put on there, it's going to boil it. That's a cast iron stovetop. You know something? Want to hear something? Want to hear something real crazy? You really don't need no dishes at all. You don't need no pots. You don't need no pans. You don't need no kettles. Whatever touch the top of that is going to cook, including you. Whatever touch the top of that is going to boil. You don't need no pots and pans or nothing. You could cook an egg and scramble it right on top of there. That is the truth. Y'all seen me, how many people saw me cooking on that Camp Chef wood stove in a tent? I cook on that thing like you think I got a real stove. You think I am literally cooking on a electric or a gas eye. I am cooking on top of a wood stove just like this. Wood in it burning. And if my fire start going down and I ain't cooking good enough, I look in there, throw another log in there, boom. Fresh and Fire says, you ain't the only one. When we got the fire pit going, folks just gather and have the best conversation. Yes, and it seems to calm people down too. You don't never hear no bunch of hooping and hollering and yelling around no fire. I don't. Again, my opinion, I just don't. All right. So any other questions, y'all? Cause all I'm gonna do, look, I think I bruised myself. Yeah, I can feel that pain. That this dolly came back and punched me in the arm because that was so heavy. Hey, Suzette. Any last minute questions, y'all? I know we've been on here forever. Let me see. Woo, been on here over 2 hours. I'm glad I could take y'all with me. I know this video started out little crazy, but I'm glad it ended like this. I felt I owe that to you guys because I was not feeling it today. I'm sure y'all could tell. And weirdos coming in that it just added fuel to my fire. Right? How you doing, Gleaner's Journey? Good to see you. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for hanging out with me. If I could, I would literally keep this camera rolling, but I would bore you to death because all I'm going to be doing is bringing this furniture back in, setting it down. Here's the other thing. I'm going to have to take this furniture back out again because I'm getting some flooring in here. So I'm going to have to do the walls first. And then after I'm done doing the walls, I'm putting in some linoleum, just some, some fairly inexpensive linoleum flooring. It's just my workshop. It ain't like I live in here or nothing. It ain't like, I got to stay warm inside my workshop. So, and I'm putting down some linoleum. So just in case I spill some motor oil or something in here or some grits or something. I don't know. Just got to make sure, Let me see. DJ said, would love to see the firewood stove going when you get it done. I can't even. I wish I could do it today. I wish I had time. I wish I had more hands so I can give you 4 more thumbs down. No, I wish I had more hands on deck. Thank you, Henry. Thank you. I'm trying, man. Thank you, Katina Brooks. Thank you. I'm taking my time. Let me back up some more so you really understand me. This was a gigantic feat for me. Are you going to put bricks? Are you going to put the fire bricks on the bottom? Yes. And the back. You mean the fire bricks on the inside? It already got some in there. It comes with fire bricks inside, but I'm going to put them on the floor too. Fire bricks on the floor. And I'm going to tell you this. Clearly, it's entirely too big. This take a size 18-inch log. So it's so way too big to, it'll burn me out of here. Katina Brooks said, we are from a generation for I'd rather do it myself. Amen to that. Amen to that. If this is the workshop, when is the house? What house? What house is you talking about, Johnny? Missy Hawk says, that's okay. Just show us at the end result when it's installed. Oh, yeah, I'm not doing that live. You and Puppy Peach chilling with your feet up. Yes. And Lady Leia been busy, but I'm trying to get her out here too when she get a minute. What store did you get it from? It ain't gonna matter. You can buy them from anywhere. And if I even told you the store I got it from, they probably would or wouldn't have anymore, and they definitely ain't gonna have it at the price I had it for. You just listen. Let me do something real quick for y'all. Don't go buy what I bought. That's why I didn't tell you. I ain't really saying where I got it, the name, and this is one of those things. This isn't I saw it on Leia's channel, so I gotta have it thing. This is a specialized situation. I'm telling y'all before you go out and waste your money and break your back hauling it to your house. This is a specialized situation. You need to know your square footage. You need to know your space. You need to know how much square foot is it going to heat. You need to know, is it a catalytic burner or is it a reburn system? You need to know if it's a fire brick system. You need to know all of that. So the reason I'm telling y'all this at the last minute ain't because I'm trying to knock you or anything. I'm telling you, don't just go out buying anything. Because this is why. I know it sounds crazy. They're making it so they're trying to make the old school kind illegal, right? They're making the old school ones illegal. You know why? They want you to have something more efficient, there's less pollution and more safe. This is one that's actually, you can get with the newer models, with the recombustibles and the catalytic ones, you can get a tax credit of $300 tax credit for purchasing one of these. So if you pay $400 for it, you really only paying $200 for it at the end of the year. You know what I'm saying? It's all gonna tabble up. So I'm really only paying $100 for this because I'm gonna get a $300 tax credit once I let them know I purchased this. So that's the other reason. They want you to update your wood stoves. If you go out and purchase a vintage wood stove, the way things are going, okay, there you're gonna have people in your business. Somebody could actually tell you to shut that down and get rid of it, or give you a ticket or something, or it's a code violation. So that's why I didn't want to go there. This ain't one of those things you just put in your house. This is something you really want to research. Okay? Please. For instance, this for 300 square feet is entirely too big for this space. For the price, I couldn't beat it. But I don't have to shove this full of wood either. All I need, this is 300 square feet. Throw one shrimp on the Barbie and I'm good all day, all night with one log in there burning. I don't have to stuff it full and crank it up to its full capacity. And if all else fails, I can take this, go put this in my house, take it to my house, put it in my den, and just put another smaller one in here. It's just not worth it. I just don't want you, I'm not dogging anybody. I just want you to know, please don't just go out and buy this because you saw it on my channel or anybody else's for that matter. There was a lot of research done to purchase this, number one. And I've been having wood stoves for years. So I know the ins and outs of a lot of them. And my experience plus my research ended me here. I don't want you just going out buying something just to be buying it. Please don't do that. You're going to be greatly mistaken. I got that little, y'all seen that little wood burning stove I got, right? The little wood burning one I put out the window that time in that video. You wouldn't buy something like that to heat up a whole big old 3,000 square foot house. It's kind of like that. You got to know what you're getting yourself into. Hey, analytic gardener, say that thing will burn you to death if the space is too hot. Yeah, that's what I was saying. All you need is one log. You do not want to feel that. This is supposed to heat 2,000 square feet. Can you not type in caps, please? Can you answer? Can you ask that again, but not in caps, because that throws me off, man. Please. I would love to answer the question, but just the cap thing. Yeah, 2,000 square feet. This is doing too much. I hear that solar kicking in. Say, Katie, got to get one. Just do your research. Please, just do your research. Just don't go buying one. You'll be sorry. Okay, okay. What was your name? Will? Do you? What do you need to do when you're leaving home? How do you put it out, or do you leave it running? You leave it running. Now, you can douse it. You can douse your fire. That's actually a really good question. Get this. If you have, it's not ever safe to leave a fire burning. Let's keep it real. It's not safe to keep no fire burning nowhere, no matter what you got it contained in. I'm trying to answer this without putting my foot in my mouth. It's just best to have a really good wood burner stove. That's all I can say. If you got some old cheapo knockoff that you got somewhere and it got cracks in it, and just be okay. Let me answer your question with a question. How long you talk about being gone? That's how I should have started that. Will, how long are you talking about you gonna be gone? You running to the store, or you going out of town? Now I got something else I would like to talk about too, because I got another solution. I'm thinking of stuff that I do, and I'm trying to make sure I can say it online. A 12-hour shift? Oh no, no, no. Oh, put it out. Put it out. No. If you're gonna be doing a 12-hour shift, you gotta put it out. Now that's good. Now I'm gonna tell you one, I'm gonna help you out with one. Get this. Uh Let me get some power here. Okay, if you're going for a 12-hour shift, you put that fire out. No. Okay? Uh you gotta douse that fire. Part of going and leaving for work and coming back, or going to handle something serious and coming back, that's part of, you gotta come home and get that fire stoked. You gotta get it going. You gotta get it going. Right? You got to. Soon as you come home, you need to heat up your living area. However you plan on doing it. With a wood stove, if you do it right, you could have some coals buried in the ash. Now, I'm not telling you to do this. I'm telling you it'll work. If you could have enough coals buried under the ash where it won't really be warm, it won't be hot, and it won't be dangerous. The coals are actually in there smothering. You ever heard like a pig roast, where they dig a big hole and wrap the pig in aluminum foil and then put the pig underground and cover it back up with a bunch of corn stalks and stuff like that? You ever hear that? This is that. You could have coals burn for days and you won't know it. When I burn my in my burn barrel, it'll be coals in there. After a hard rain, a storm, you go out there and stoke that fire and let those coals get oxygen, that fire start right back up. Same thing with your wood stove. If you constantly burning good hard wood in there, and you burning that wood until it down into coals and amber, but you ain't really cleaning the ash that much and let that ash kind of cover up them coals, you could let it just sit like that. And then when you get home from work, you stoke that fire, Move that ash and let them coals get some oxygen and stick a fresh log on top of that sucker or some kindling, your fire start way better. And I'm gonna give you one of my own tips. I don't know about how everybody else do it. I like to leave a little bit of ash and coal in my wood stove. I know people always want to clean them bare bone clean. They say run more efficient. Yeah, it does, because you're able to get more oxygen to your wood. For some reason, again, I'm speaking from experience, I'm not speaking from science, okay? When I leave old coals, now they're all doused out, and ash in my wood stove, my fire starts faster. I don't know why. I can't explain it. I don't know the scientific reason for that. When I leave a little bit of ash in there and I set that log on a little puff of ash and got a couple little coal nuggets left in there from the old piece of wood, that old piece of wood gonna start instantly. It's gonna catch, and that ash kind of does something, I don't know, and it just catches that new wood on like that. Again, my experience, I don't know the scientific reasons behind it, and I can't tell you why, okay? So, do you have a water heater for warm showers and washing dishes? If so, what do you recommend? I don't recommend anything. Are you going to install a vent pipe that you can cut off the airflow? Cut off the airflow. I don't know what you mean. A vent pipe to cut off the airflow. What do you mean, Johnny? I'm not quite sure I understand your question. I know he's referring to the wood stove, but I don't understand what he's talking about. Oh, I know he's talking about the wood stove. I want to understand his question before I answer it, so I don't just start running my mouth talking crazy. Cut off a damper. Oh. Now I got to remember the question. The pipe you're running through the wall. I don't like them dampers. I don't like them. I know that sounds crazy, don't it? You want to know what that damper does? For me, again, I'm only speaking from experience. I'm not speaking from no scientific. I do not like those dampers. I leave mine wide open all the time. I don't mess with them no more. I like them to stay open. I don't like them. I don't like fiddling with that, and I'm going to tell you why. When you start closing that flap like this, that pipe is like this, and this is wide open. And you start turning that damper like this, all of that creosote builds up on that damper right there. That's why they end up getting stuck open or stuck closed, because that's that gooey, oily creosote on there. So now your airflow, if you got it like this, that airflow is only going through here, letting just enough air escape, right? Which is toning your fire down. So that's why people use it. They think that's really controlling the fire. What you really doing is you actually want to burn your wood. Now, again, I'm only speaking from experience. I'm not speaking from like no scientific knowledge, just what I've done over the years. You want to burn your wood hot. You want your log to burn hot. I control my fire by how many logs that I put on the fire. I don't control mine with that dampener. The only thing I control my fire with is the log and the airflow. Whatever airflow vent inside that you have, that's all I use anymore. If I had my way to do it all over again and buy a pipe with no dampener, I would buy a pipe with no dampener at all. To me, they're useless because what they do, once that creosote start building up, if you look inside your wood duct, and I got one over in that tin, I should have brought it with me. If you look, when you start to clean out your pipes, the first big giant dangerous hunk of creosote is right there, right at the tip of your dampener. It starts right there and start building up on that pipe, right on the side of the pipe, inside of the pipe, and then it goes up this one side because that's where the airflow is going. That's so dangerous. Now you got a big chunk of creosote sitting there. You mess around and turn that dampener and knock that creosote loose. It goes down to your fireplace and everything goes up. Ask me how I know. Because if you're like me, you're not always going to buy no expensive cherry wood and hickory and pecan wood. You're not going to spend the money on all of that. If you're like me and you're off grid and you're living out here and you just throwing in what I call junk wood, whatever tree fell last year, that's what you're burning. Pine, a lot of pine wood, junk wood, spruce. What's that one that I sorry about that. It's a wood. It stinks so bad. I can't think of the name of it right now. Boy, it stink. But if you just throwing wood in there to survive, to stay warm, if you like me, you buying whatever is on sale, whatever the dude say, hey, I'm selling them for X amount of dollars per cord. Whatever he got, you buying it. Be careful. If you're throwing anything in there, like me, be careful. That creosote build up, and once you go to mess with that dampener and break that chunk loose, and it go down in that, boy, it'll scare the doo-doo out your pants. Have you ever seen one of these wood stoves like flare up and like it's not like somebody poured gas in there? Chestnut stink to me. I don't know if I ever did no chestnut wood. Say, that's why it's good to you, not good to you. I've not, that's, you know something, Greg Jones? I'm going to call bullshit on that one, bro. I'm going to call bullshit on don't use pine. I am. I'm going to tell you why. I keep hearing about people having problem with pine and pine builds up the creosote better. I beg to differ. If I leave my doggone damper wide open, I do not have that problem. And here's the other thing too. Let's be realistic. A lot of people, they don't season their wood right. They don't season their wood, or they get impatient and they be like, well, it's been a few months. They don't. And they end up burning. Now, if you start burning half-dried pine, yeah, you might as well just throw a tank of gasoline in there, right? If you burn an old half-seasoned pine and it's not fully dry, because pine has that sap inside, you can't get rid of that, you know? Right, or burning green wood. People do that and then they blame it on pine because pine needles start easy and pine starts easy. They blame that on I haven't had that experience. I see it all over the internet. People like, that's because you've been burning pine. I have not had that experience. Ever. I've burned hickory, I've burned them all, and I don't have no problem burning pine as long as it's perfectly fully dry. The way I know it's fully dry, you could feel the difference in a dried pine. I know what it felt like. I got pine over there right now. And I know what a freshly cut pine let's say 16-inch log, 16 by 16 circumference. I know what that feels like versus let it sit there for a year and a half, and now you just picked it up. You almost threw it over your shoulder because it's so light. It's a huge difference. And some folks, they'll throw that green pine in there and you gonna catch hell with that. If out here I can pick any kind of tree I want. Greg says I only use it for starting a fire because the fatty pine almost burned my house down. You burning you burning fat wood too? I only use fat wood to start my fire. Again, you can see the fat wood in that pine if you let it dry properly. You let that dry properly, you can see it and you won't gotta burn it. I got a whole pile of fat wood over there that I won't burn it. I only use that to start my fire. I found one tree, half dead, cut it down, and I still got a piece over there. I cut it down, and I kid you not, that's the tree, Bridget. Sweet gum tree. Sweet gum tree smells like you're burning. It smells like, I'm trying not to be too morbid. It smells like you're burning something you ain't got no business burning. It smells like somebody went straight to hell and you got a chance to sit and watch. You understand what I'm saying? No. But I got some fat wood over there. Man, don't go burn. Don't be throwing that in there. Don't do it. That's like throwing a tank of gasoline in there. But you right, that's sweet gum. I can't, I stay away from that as much as I possibly can. I use sweet gum and I don't even like burning it outside in the fire pit. I just can't stand it. So listen, hey y'all, I don't want to keep y'all. Y'all been rocking with me all day and I appreciate it. I do. And I could sit here and talk to y'all all day and let y'all watch me do this craziness. But the sun is going down and I really need to, I gotta eat. Look, I gotta bring my stove back in here so I can get me and her something to eat. I gotta get all my furniture back in here put together. And y'all been the real ones today. And again, I apologize how I was acting earlier because I was just on one today, and because I just didn't feel like dealing with no. I was gonna call them trolls, weirdos. That's what I'm gonna call them. It ain't trolls, it's weirdos. I didn't feel like dealing with that today. Okay, so, and I didn't handle that well. I didn't. I admit it. I didn't handle it well at all. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. I'm about to go get my food and get us something to eat, okay? Thank you so much. Oh, and if things go right, I'll be in Atlanta hopefully tomorrow. Hopefully tomorrow. I'll be in the ATL because I got to go pick something up. With that being said, everybody live Farmer 73. Me and Princess Peach, and she knocked out. Look at that. Look at that. That's a lazy little dog. It's my lazy puppy. But she just tired of being in this house. She want to go outside and play. Let me see. Bridget, you know what the difference in fresh cut pine, half dry pine, and fully dry pines when you pick it up on the branch? Yep, I just said that one. So everybody enjoy your day. I see you later. I'm going to release another video later because I think y'all going to really enjoy this, okay? All right. Live Farm 73. I love y'all, and I'm out. Peace.